started with the definition of old folks. Old folks is referring to the old people of a particular place or social situations. They are also known as senior citizens. At present, the number of Malaysians aged 60 years and above is estimated to be 1.4 million and is projected to increase to 3.3 million in the year 2020. The percentage of the population that is 60 years and over has also increased over the years. In the year 2020, this percentage is expected to be 9.8% of the population. Between 1990 and 2020, the population of Malaysia is expected to increase from 18.4 million to 33.3 million, an increase of 80%. Moving on to the next part, which is the challenge in terms of health. In this part, we will state a few of diseases that is common to the old people. First is Alzheimer. Alzheimer's disease is an irreversible, progressive brain disorder that slowly destroys memory and thinking skills and eventually the ability to carry out the simplest tasks. In most people with the disease, those with the late onset type symptoms first appear in their mid-60s. In Alzheimer's disease, brain cells start to deteriorate, lose connections with each other and eventually die. Researchers believe that a combination of lifestyle, environmental and genetic risk factors trigger the abnormal biological process in the brain that over decades result in Alzheimer-type dementia. The changes that occur with Alzheimer's disease affect the areas of the brain that control thought, memory and language, resulting in the gradual onset of signs and symptoms related to a person's behavior and mental function. Often physical functions such as bowel and bladder control are also affected. Older age does not cause Alzheimer's, but it is the most important known risk factor for the disease. The risk of developing Alzheimer's disease increases with age. Medical researchers have uncovered a possible cause for this connection. Certain molecules involved in the disease, termed tau proteins, spread more easily in the aging brain. Age is the greatest of the risk factors. As noted in the prevalence section, the percentage of people with Alzheimer's dementia increased dramatically with age. 3% of people aged 65 to 74, 17% of people aged 75 to 84, and 32% of people aged 85 or older have Alzheimer's dementia. Here are the example of the news that was reported in the newspaper regarding to the Alzheimer's.
As reported in this news, diabetes is among the diseases that affect old people nowadays. Therefore, in this section, it will cover on the definition of diabetes, its causes and symptoms, why it is happen to elderly, and the statistic of diabetes in Malaysia. Diabetes has been derived as a disease that affects your body's ability to produce or use insulin. Insulin is the hormone when your body turns the food you eat into energy, also called sugar or glucose. Insulin is released to help transport this energy to the cells. Insulin acts as a key. Its chemical message tells the cell to open and receive glucose. If you produce little or no insulin or are insulin resistant, too much sugar remains in your blood. Blood glucose levels are higher than normal for individuals with diabetes. There are two main types of diabetes, type 1 and type 2. Type 1, known as juvenile diabetes, and type 2, insulin resistance. Type 1 occurs when pancreas does not produce insulin. It is often diagnosed in children or teens. Whereas type 2 happens when the body does not produce enough insulin or when the cells are unable to use insulin properly. It is often diagnosed in people after the age of 45. Have you ever heard about the causes and the symptoms of diabetes? There are a few causes of diabetes which due to genetics, lifestyle and environment, eating an unhealthy diet, being overweight or obese, and not exercising enough. Meanwhile, the symptoms of diabetes which the patient will face is extreme thirst, frequent urination, blurry vision, extreme hunger, increased tiredness, unusual weight loss. Why this disease is easy to occur among the old people? It is because of the level of renal glucose increase. Therefore, the level of sugar in the urine will not be in line with the level of sugar in the blood, and the sugar test in the urine is inaccurate. As illustrated in the picture, it can be concluded that the statistics of diabetes among elderly in Malaysia is increasing year by year.
The challenges for elderly is high blood pressure. High blood pressure is a common condition in which the long-term force of the blood against your artery walls is high enough that it may eventually cause health problems such as heart disease. Causes of high blood pressure are overweight. As your body weight increases, your blood pressure also can rise. Second, kidney disease. High blood pressure can cause damage to the blood vessel and filters in the kidney, making removal of waste from the body difficult. The last one is genetics. Genes likely play a role in high blood pressure, where it can increase even more when heredity combines with unhealthy lifestyle choices such as smoking. Research has indicated that blood vessels naturally harden with age, losing their elasticity. This may be one explanation for why older people are more at risk of developing high blood pressure. This is the statistic of high blood pressure in Malaysia from 2006 to 2015. These are examples that talk about high blood pressure in newspaper. Here are 3 ways to manage common health problems in the elderly. First, redesigning their daily routines. In order to help our seniors remain physically active and independent, it is essential to make healthy changes in one's daily life. This includes planning each day with a focus on completing tasks of a higher priority. This helps them retain a strong sense of control in their life. Second, enhancing vision. With reduced vision, it is essential that larger fonts are used to help our seniors read better. This includes relabeling and enlarging the expire dates on food items and medication, as well as using phones or light switches with enlarged numbers or buttons. And the last one is creating a safe home. Creating a safe living environment can enhance their ability to remain independent. To reduce accidental falls, we can remove clutter around the house as well as rearrange furniture to widen walkways.
To conclude, the challenges faced by the elderly in terms of healthcare are very risky if they do not follow healthcare procedures from a young age. Therefore, healthcare from the beginning is significant and crucial to everyone in preventing this dangerous disease during their own lifetime.